everyone, welcome back to my wedding series. So for today's video, I'm going to be talking about signs that your boyfriend might be proposing to you soon. So this is kind of going to be a part 2 to my video that I made last time about how my fiance proposed to me. So if you don't follow my wedding series, I'll link that video down below. So let's get into the video. So number 1, this is going to be something where if you guys haven't talked about this yet, it's not going to happen. And that is just talking about the future constantly. If your boyfriend isn't constantly wanting to talk about the future, what you have in mind for your future, talking about marriage, whether or not you want kids or not, then he's definitely not thinking about proposing, because that's just something that you need to talk about beforehand. No guy's going to want to propose to you unless he knows how you feel first and that you guys are on the same page about everything. The second thing that I noticed in guys who are getting ready to propose is enjoying other people's weddings. So probably he's taking you as his +1. He's really enjoying the wedding, talking about what he likes, what he didn't like, and really getting into it. The third thing I noticed in my fiance is that he started to kind of do more household chores. He would help out with dishes. He made dinner a few times. He started cleaning up after himself more than he used to. So those are all ways that guys are kind of showing that, they would make a good husband someday. My fourth tip on ways to know if your boyfriend's about to propose is that he's going to start saving his money. Ways that you're going to notice that is that you're going to go out a lot less. My fiance and I used to go out for dinner, or my boyfriend at the time used to go out to dinner probably 3 times a week at least. We would also go out for drinks a lot. We would spend money going to the movies and doing whatever activities we wanted to do. And a few months before he proposed, we stopped going out. He would make dinner for me at home. If we wanted a drink, we would just go to the store and bring some wine home. Things like that. At the time, I actually didn't think much of it because we were getting ready to go on vacation, getting ready to move, and to buy a new puppy. So I kind of missed that hint. But that is a good way to know if your boyfriend is thinking about proposing soon. And not only because the ring is going to be expensive, but because right after you get engaged, then you have to have money to start wedding planning. A lot of people think that you have that full year to save up money before your actual wedding. But the thing is, the second you get engaged, you're going to need to book a venue, book catering, and all of that. And those venues will all require a down payment right away. The fifth way to tell if your boyfriend's thinking about proposing is if he's talking about engagement rings a lot, he's interested in rings, he asks you what you like, what you don't like, if he took you to any jewelry stores lately and just casually walked you past the ring section. I know my boyfriend took me to multiple jewelry stores and we tried on rings before I got engaged without him actually telling me what he was doing. Now I kind of figured that was why, but he tried to pull it off. It's oh, let's pop into this store and, casually walk by the rings. I also noticed he would try on the rings I'd already had multiple times. I knew that he knew my actual ring size just by trying on rings that I had previously worn before our engagement. Okay, so for my 6th tip to tell if your boyfriend's gonna be proposing soon, this is a big one. So if you have a holiday, a vacation, a birthday, anniversary coming up, that could be a big tip that he's thinking about proposing. Usually guys are gonna want to propose on a specific date, something that's important, something that's big. I know a lot of people get engaged on Christmas. That's one of the most common days for guys to propose. For me, it was vacation. So since I got engaged on vacation, I'm gonna talk a little bit about that and specifically signs to know if your boyfriend's thinking about proposing on a trip. Okay. So going into the vacation details, if your boyfriend's not really somebody who likes to plan stuff a lot, and all of a sudden he's, planning a date on the vacation, he knows everything that he wants you guys to be doing, places you're gonna go at certain times, any of that, that's a big tip off. I know my fiance, he never planned anything with vacations and in general, but the whole time leading up to Greece, he had all these plans for us. So that was kind of a big tip off that he was thinking about proposing. The next stereotypical clue that your boyfriend's gonna be proposing is that he won't let you unpack his bags once you get to your hotel or wherever you're gonna be staying. For me, my fiance actually did let me unpack his things. He had just hidden it really well. So if that doesn't happen for you, don't be alarmed. It's possible that maybe he has the ring in his pants or in his coat or just somewhere where he knows you're not gonna find it either way. And lastly, one more tip for vacation proposals, watch your boyfriend at airport security. I know this is something that Craig was super nervous about, and I could tell because we actually got stopped and for some reason had our bags checked, just pure random luck. But he was definitely freaking out that they were going to be pulling that ring out right in front of me. Okay, so back to tip number 7, and that would be that all of a sudden your boyfriend's wanting to spend time with your parents without you, all by himself. My boyfriend ended up asking my dad when we were on vacation to marry me, but it could be anytime. Usually it's going to be within a month, leading up to the actual proposal. Tip number 8 would be that all of a sudden your family and friends are acting kind of strange around you. Maybe because they're just expecting a proposal, or maybe because they know something that you don't know. So if they're, kind of calling you, asking how your boyfriend is, asking if you guys have any plans coming up soon, or anything out of the usual, that could be another hint. Tip number 9 is that your boyfriend is suddenly super secretive about his phone. I know my boyfriend, fiance now, never cares when I look at his phone. I can be on it, I can take photos, I can text other people from his phone. But right before we went on vacation, all of a sudden, if it rang, he grabbed it right away and I couldn't touch it. And that's probably because he had photos of my ring on there and he was talking to his friends and family about it as well. Okay. So getting down to the bottom here, tip number 10. Once you guys are on that date or on vacation, it's your birthday or whatever the event may be that you think he's going to propose to you on, he's suddenly acting very nervous. He's trying to be someplace on time, get you to go to like a specific location with him, and he's just not like as chill as he usually is. And then for my very last tip, say that you're out to dinner or on a walk. He's suddenly trying to drag you off like by yourself to either like a romantic location or somewhere where there's just like not another person around. For us, we were in Greece, so he kind of pulled me up to the top of this mountain and then drug me over to like the side where like there was a cliff. So it was like a perfect location, beautiful view, and there was no one else around us. So it was just a great spot to propose. And that is all my tips for ways that you can tell if your boyfriend is going to be proposing to you soon. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you aren't subscribed, please subscribe. If you like this video, you can like it below. And make sure your bell notification is on so you can follow my wedding series and be alerted when I post the next video. I also just want to let you guys know that this weekend, Craig and I are going to be starting plans for our honeymoon. So I think my next wedding series video will be on that, where we're going, where we're staying, and what our plans are. So stay tuned. I'll see you in my next one. Bye.
New day, feel the motion.